This course focuses on the United Nations Convention for the International Sale of Goods, sometimes called the Vienna Sales Convention or the CISG, and the English Sale of Goods Act. And the reason we have that focus is with these two instruments we can just about capture the entirety of world trade. There's a really useful map on the UNCITRAL website, and if you look at that map and your country is coloured in, then the CISG is the law of your country. An international sale of transaction involving a buyer or seller from your country would therefore by default be governed by the CISG unless the parties involved have opted out. Now, parties can opt out, and when they do, we can look to other surveys that give us a sense of what laws they choose. And one of the most popular laws chosen in that situation is the English Sale of Goods Act. So that's the reason we cover these two instruments. The English Sale of Goods Act is also extremely important for anyone from a common law jurisdiction. The English Sale of Goods Act has acted as the model for just about every Sale of Goods Act in every common law jurisdiction, with the notable exception of the United States of America. This course begins with some very practical considerations about comparative contract law. International sales law actually serves as a really useful tool to bring into sharp focus some of the differences in the contract law that's used by different jurisdictions. That conveniently moves us to the very important consideration of what law you would choose to apply to a transaction when representing a client. Now, that choice of law will differ, or may differ, depending on whether you are acting for a buyer or a seller. The course progresses and we go on to consider the basic issues in terms of the rights and obligations of a seller and of a buyer in both the Vienna Sales Convention, the CISG, and the English Sale of Goods Act. And in doing so, we highlight and understand the differences and similarities between these two instruments, and importantly, why those differences exist. The course concludes with a relatively brief consideration about other factors such as trade terms, bills of lading, and dispute resolution processes. This online course is ideal for a working professional because of its practical focus. We understand the way professionals work and think, and to that end, we have developed in this course a series of professional skills that we seek to enhance and further.